sugar, spice, and everything nice. These were the ingredients.
These were the ingredients for Powerpuff Girls. But holy shit, do we have blood, suicide, and rape as the ingredients for this YouTuber? YouTuber, mind you, that has repelled many subscribers to not watch or give a fuck about her content. And once you watch one video, you will know why. Welcome to Deadmaus Drama. You're in the mood now? Watch this though. I understand. I wish to proceed. You want to see the conclusion though? What's the rush? I know you want to die, but what's the rush, man? Yes, suicide is hard and you can just let it go. Who would have thought, right? You know how this video starts? But your feet are small, we have to break up.
We need to break up.
That's how it starts. I mean, technically it's comedic and it's like, wow, a person would break up with me because of that? And yes, high quality. This is a Disney kid. What is happening? Why would be a rat? Why she would be a rat? Guess what else is happening in her videos? Guess why people don't really like clicking on these? Why they kind of allergic to that? And see how it kind of bums when the video is a little bit larger as well? Slightly larger. 4 minutes. Bam, bump. Why is that? So let's click on this video.
So I'm dating someone new.
Now, she adds acting for no particular reason. So that's shit quality right there. Second shit quality is, study. Just random I found random study, guys.
Altogether, it looked at Bull's world to this study. Plot twist, roll.
Plot twist into the conversation. Third bad trait. I mean, she just kind of shoves it in there as like her part of a content. Like the way she created her content, the way she accelerated into this creature. I mean, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then she drops the nuke. The content nuke on her own channel, guys. Coming for blood. Guess what she says a bunch of times in the music video, right? Something nice, right? Like prepare to die, like Rosanna Pansino says in her music video when she was beefing with Mr. Yay, prepare to die, guys. But that's just a cover. That's not too bad. She's usually pretty nice when it comes to what she picks for her cover songs. That was just stood out a little bit. But this one is on the next level of ass. I'm not gonna lie. She even mentions Cage in the start of the music video, which really helps to catch mice, I imagine.
Baby, you got me, want me, Cage got me on my knee.
I mean, I love looking at an Asian vampire. The funny thing is, I don't think her personalities win. And yes, I know about personalities. If you don't, you not subscribed. That's also, you haven't even watched the damn... No, domination. I thought I was gonna dominate. I thought I was gonna be nice to her. But she drops the worst thing ever in every single video. Guess what she drops? Like, it's one of those artificial YouTubers, like artificial political YouTubers. You'll see.
His name is Bruce. He's gonna show up and be
But here's the third thing that I really hate.
like, oh, Brucey and Bessie. She's gonna be like, she's gonna be this with a mustache.
Yeah, just some fucking brain fart happens in the video. This is the second time I see that, by the way. So now I'm expecting a brain fart. On top of conversation, pull out of some fucking paper, And even like the study was kind of fucking weird, dude. The way she explains that, of like, okay, opposites don't attract. Okay. All
Together,
right.
it looked at couples'
Looking at couples though, which is like, what are you talking about? Couples do synchronize their behavior. What do you expect?
worldwide over more than and sexual activity aligned on the amount of water they drink and
Wow! People drink different amount of water. We figured. Like, imagine her YouTube video making process of like, I need a sponsorship. I need to do some weird shit on camera right now with myself. Basically, I need a mental illness, and then I need some one paper study that I'm like just like interested in. I'm like, wow, that will shock people. And it's like it's not even interesting though. She just cites like 3 sentences of that study. Like there was a third video that I watched that was kind of like decent. Control Shapes Your Life. I was trying to like twist it around so I can understand it. But it was stupid. Like it was genuinely stupid. This is technically what happens if you rely on science too much and not your own logical thinking. And you can't even like apply to real scenario of like, oh, opposites don't attract. What does that mean? I don't think opposites don't attract. I think opposites are completely fine. Like, respect is a wonderful thing. For diversity, like, people are praising diversity so much, so, like, the only thing you need to do is to make sure that you're on the same level. And I want to explain all of these things, but, like, damn. She is so annoying. Because the fourth scene, after doing this bullshit, is Squarespace, a sponsorship segment. Basically, look at this. Half of the video is a sponsorship segment. Are you kidding me? At least 1 minute of the video that is already fucking short and stupid is then the sponsorship that you want to skip. So of course, because people only watch like 50% of the video, if it's 3 minutes long, if it's 4 minutes long, they try to watch 75% of the video. Of course she is stabbing herself in the face here. She doesn't even know it, bro. She doesn't even know that she's a rat. And nobody knows, because it's the weirdest unethical behavior I have ever found. Except, it's not unique to her. There's more people that do that. A little bit less blatant, but I actually enjoy a person. While lefties have Anna, I have Paul Watson, who also breaks down some cool news, but his news are genuinely interesting and proper amount of time is given, even though there is always a sponsored segment 1 minute long. And most political YouTubers tend to do that for some reason. I don't know why, guys. Can someone explain me? This feels political when just because of the fucking sponsored segment every single time. Just because we're talking about trans bathrooms, guys. This feels political to me. Just because we're leaning on science, it's such a lefty behavior right now. Now, I hate hating on Anna because she is a normal-looking person, guys. Good-looking person, but not here. Here she just shows true colors of like, nah. Alright, cool. So, with the breaking hearts of I can't dominate her, she needs help. Let's begin the research of how unethical her videos really are. So yeah, she is not afraid of going to like weird ass topics. Please don't kill yourself. Funny enough, women are ruling the world, by the way, right now.
You all had dicks. Like 2 seconds ago.
Hey, I really.
I wanna fuck you, Steve.
Don't be a creep. Affect us all.
That was deep.
That was not deep, that was fucking weird.
Squarespace. In addition,
Biological sire. What the fuck is this, man? Aren't you excited as I am to find out how weird Anna actually is? Because on the surface, she seems normal. You know? You wouldn't give her that much credit of being the weirdest fucking YouTuber. But we're talking like this level of weird. At least on intellectual terms.
Forward me this study called I Want You to Want Me, a qualitative analysis of heterosexual.
Because she hates you so much. If anyone does that, I would understand. They don't want anything to do with me anymore. If they fucking give me a study. But that's just like the plot of every single video. And we have to suck it up, basically.
By one's partner is more important to men than we think.
Wow. People want to be desired. That was the study. It's actually important. That thing over there is actually important. Wow, okay.
Small sample size of 300 heterosexual men.
Oh yeah, let's talk about sample sizes, bro. That's her new dick size. Like, she lives in a whole different universe at this point.
Between the ages of to do more. Oh my god, that's sexually interesting.
But then, like, wow, I want bigger, shinier car. Everyone wants that. That was the study of like 7 out of 8 men want more out of their partners. Wow, that surely is groundbreaking, I'm not gonna lie. We broke some fucking ice.
Interested or affectionate gesture was very important to them. It also had a very big sample size. Oh my god,
Oh my god!
stop, Cheryl, we're sponsored. It's
Oh
big
my god,
revelations. It's very
She made the joke.
satisfying. Cut it out. This on camera, Cheryl. The whole. This video is sponsored by my father, my biological daddy, Squarespace.
Totally normal. And try to be subscriber of like, wow, she's cool and attractive and... yeah. I was about to like rocket ship this person. And then this drops and I'm like, okay, question mark. Should I be worried? And then I get an answer. Confirmation.
Oh, Carl, you finished
That I would like some more compliments and dirty talk from Anna right now.
the launch, babe. I read a study from the
Said nobody ever except for a weird-ass YouTuber.
University of Michigan. One of those husbands.
Why can't she talk from experience? Because she's supposed to be surrounded by the things that she cares about. And instead, she has nothing. She still has to act the other parts of the story. Like, what the fuck? I don't understand what value this brings to anyone.
I remember that study. In families with over 3
I remember the study. I had it myself to read.
children, married only did around
By the way, I'm offbeat. I don't know what's going on anymore.
10 hours total of household repairing the home. There will be no unequal division of labor in Carl's heterosexual married house.
This is the most left-hearted bullshit someone has dunked into my brain right now. I will make sure of equality. The only thing that's missing is like the cartoonish feeling of a superhero saying of like, I will assure equality between men and women, and they will do as many chores as women do, even though they fucking pull more money into the household. What the fuck is going on? Women's chores are also just like pastime. It's not even that fucking big of a deal. Men's chores, they have to actually have skills. Real skills, bro. Something women wouldn't be able to even do. Or feel like they are actually objectified if they try to do that. That's what I'm thinking. We'll just keep moving. We're not dominating this person. We're disgusted by it.
There are several studies that show desire in women.
Imagine, is that how leftards just talk to each other? This study said that this and that and this for those, and wow. And the only reason why she's less left-hearted is because she's talking to herself, right? So she just kind of keeps it shut. Doesn't fucking taint the society or societal bubble that she's in, right?
Blurring of the mother.
Like, this is the most brain damage conversation you can actually pull. If it was a conversation, this is actually YouTube content, which is supposed to be better than conversation, right? Like, she's trying to teach us something, but it's so much worse. It's so much
Mother and
worse,
partner
bro.
role, which isn't
And I want to know if Squarespace is still her father.
conducive. Carl, Cheryl. Carl, Cheryl. Carl. And the mustache curl. Keep that mustache on.
Keep that mustache? It's a wearable mustache?
I'm just...
Again, it seems like a person that would be having fun if they had 10,000 subscribers. This is propaganda. This is mental illness propaganda, basically. Ah, here you go. That's how you know.
BetterHelp is the sponsor of today's video, and they want
Give it compliments.
to help make starting therapy. It's
Yes, you need therapy. We know that much. Rich people need therapy.
Hey, did you see this new study?
Rich people need therapy because they need places to spend money in. Poor people don't need no therapy. They're raped by life as much as they could possibly be. All right, as long as they acknowledge that self-awareness, right?
But only when they...
Having kids makes you okay. Of course, right? As long as kids are not nuisance in your family. I'm pretty sure, however, I break the rule because I'm a high-quality person who is not appreciated for being high quality, because I don't want to be a fucking NPC. So of course I make my family happier by being with them and cleaning them of their sins. There are exceptions. But how much we gonna learn from this video? Nothing, bro.
That's the way. Christoph.
That's the... Yep.
That's the whitest thing I've ever heard.
The whitest thing. I don't know what the fuck, what just happened here. You know, like I'm taking brain damage right now. This is not fun.
Christoph Becker in Germany.
What makes it even less fun is what I'm about to show you guys. She hangs out with cool people. Like other YouTubers. Mwah. She's like big. But we're coming for her blood. While she's coming for other people's blood. Because tit for tat.
Emotional.
I mean, the words we're saying right now, just through the roof. Through the vocabulary. Like the most negative garbage you can think of. Even therapy can be extremely negative word.
Well-being. Yeah, and
Of course, it's harder to move out. Like it's definitely a quality trait of a person being able to financially be stable in the outside world. Like it's pretty fucking obvious. Asians don't move out. There's nothing to move out to. Like Asian world is crammed. There's nowhere to go.
then your parents.
We should be aware this is a self-reported study. I don't think we can take
It's small penis is what she's trying to say.
surveys all that seriously.
True. My cats will never leave home, and they bring me
Wow, let's compare children with cats. That's so funny.
exponential happiness.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'll just pass through that real quick, but that happened, and I'm... Okay,
Cut
cool.
to the...
Obviously, you're gonna be happy when your expectations are met. When you're like, wow, what I expect to happen, I see growth, I see progress, and all that shit. Like, you just want to have cats. And as long as you have cats, you happy. Wow, crazy. Unrelated, though, to the study. Like, if we're trying to learn all these distraction, all this unrelated whiteness is pissing me off and derailing the conversation, which she's having with herself, mind you, bro.
Besh. Oh, did a besh. You know, in one
Wow.
study, cats are also good for your health.
It did not derail. It literally was intentional. To go and talk about cats now. Why? Why do we mix topics all of a sudden? What is happening? You literally learn absolutely nothing.
Me
By
exponential
doing that.
happiness.
To stress, and out of all the various stress test scenarios, the most calm and made the fewest
Well, at least I get to feel good that I'm the cat person. I'm not a dog person. I think dogs should go into volcano, and cats should get to live life until they're as big as dogs.
errors when they're
Preventative medicine.
And here comes the Anna trope. We have to give it a name, though. It's probably the eh.
And
The triple eh.
Over the past few days, consistent.
The only thing consistent is this script that we're seeing of just like, let's repeat the stupidest noise back and forth a couple of like that's actually a trope. Like that's already baked into the every script ever. Like which word is the funniest garbage? What is happening, dude? It's such a torture for me to watch this.
Evidence have found consistent evidence that there's almost zero association between having children and happiness. Experience.
That's pretty cool. Can I logically explain why? Why would children make you happy? There's no reason why. It's just something you can have, so you have a thing. But life is hard, bro. And it's just extending that hardship onto another person. I don't know, man. It feels more of like a negation effect of some people's stories are positive, some people's stories are negative. Having children is level 3 on self-improvement matrix. You have to build a family. You have to bake a partnership, find a really good friend, and then be close enough to make a child and be able to grow that child in a stable environment. It's hard to achieve that. If people here try to achieve that who cannot support a child, who just collapse onto level 2, and are not good parents because they separate and split, right? That would be a negative. So you have the negative stories and positive stories giving you a 0. And all of a sudden, Anna has no insight and nothing interesting to say. She just says, hey guys, we found 0 when it comes to children. Wow.
A temporary, unless you are struggling financially, in which case you will be very unhappy. So the infinite happiness I love.
Oh. So the purpose of this video was to tell people of why, justify the reason why she's a cat woman.
So the message of this video is adopt some cats.
Not just to adopt cats, but they are my overlords. Bring us
What?
infinite happiness. I love them.
Don't do it.
Okay, cool. Where's your father, though?
This video is sponsored by my daddy, Squarespace.
Here it is. Here it is. Look, I have never heard that shit before. And it's creepy more than it's funny. Did we do the Hitler thing? We didn't do the Hitler thing? You're saying we haven't done the Hitler thing. Wow, you're not ready.
Individuals motivated as interwoven.
Anyways, the insight here is that Americans are haters. And that's the voices that you hear in your head. Because you associate voices with people and culture. Who would have thought, right? Because it's a... Well, it's a pigment of your brain. As long as you listen to the voices, you're going to hear them more. Yes, I did that too, but... Look how scared the cat is, bro. Holy shit. And she says in the end of the video of like, wow, you're so nice this video, actually. Bro is stunned.
Alleviate the voices, you can name them and build a
Hitler.
relationship.
Hitler to commit to me for years.
Hitler?
And all the time.
That's not even a name, by the way. That's not even the name. The cat looks at her like, wow, you really fucking tainted your reputation. Wow.
Hitler calls me a 9. Hitler will not be my boyfriend.
That's so sad. Because that is just sad. Anyways.
National Journal of Sexual Health found that women who experience higher levels of sex are more likely to engage in masturbation.
Wow, stress equals masturbation. And vice versa, whatever.
40%.
I don't know, that study sample size was incredibly small. I mean,
So which is it? If it can reduce pain, why does it increase stress?
I do believe drunk with Harry.
Did it said that women who are more stressed, they're more likely to masturbate? But the masturbation does not cause stress. I mean, that would make more sense to me.
Pick these. I don't know. I didn't really have time to do a comedy pass on this video. I've been up against deadlines.
Bestie, don't.
Yeah, deadline. That just seems lazy, though. That is the unethical part. It's lazy, sloppy, propagandist science with give me money on top. Like, it's the worst YouTube content possible. With random noises as a funny bit.
Worry, I totes.
Ladies talking about science.
No,
Come
we love
on
you,
in, the
Pearl.
water's
You don't want to
warm,
be. You
the
don't want to
water's
be in this
wet,
video.
The
You
water,
do.
especially if it's
What the fuck? She needs fucking self-cuddling, supporting fucking male character in her life. That's so sad. You just randomly spawned, by the way.
You do.
What?
Especially if sponsored by my father, Squarespace.
She just says that. Doesn't even switch up whatsoever.
My dad has an all-in-one platform for entrepreneurs to edge AI technology to
My dad gives me all the money in the world. Even when I say masturbation. It doesn't even actually explain the title, bro. Suggests. Oh, come on, dude. Why? Why does masturbation lead to alleviation of stress? Can you fucking explain that to me? Why? No, it's just like, oh, there's correlation or whatever. Oh, thank you. So what was the sample size? Let me suck that off.
Cheryl. I just found out women's bodies are almost completely ignored in CPR training.
Well, thank God we learned something, right? Women will die because of their boobs.
Logical sense.
Medical misogyny never does, Carl.
Gay.
Misogyny.
Women are always because they're
Yeah, we probably don't want mannequins that have big ass boobs, bro. Hanging. Like, everyone's gonna laugh.
worried rather than just
No, we need equality so desperately. Please help all the women.
going, bazoinga on me. Then
That's not gonna change, especially when women are so fucking toxic. We're not gonna touch them or save them anytime soon. We have our own concerns, Anna. We have our own shit to do.
when she's alive.
That is Cheryl.
Yes, we're talking about boobs preventing life-saving techniques like defibrillators or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's not men that are at fault here. It's the boobs that are at fault. You know? Stop having them. See how happy you become. Study shows women are twice as happier if they have less boobs because their survival rate becomes higher.
Everyday
Yep.
Carl. Pianos are sexist.
Yes, the piano keyboard was size of.
Hand size? Hand size, right? I quit, bro. Hands are sexist.
My God.
Yeah, that's sexist. The hand size difference for pianos, which is preventing women from being higher skilled pianists for some reason. Damn, you need big ass long fingers. It's not sexist per se, it's small handist or whatever. If you want to learn any skill, it's going to be a lot more difficult for women to do. Welcome to that territory, you know. Welcome to the shirts territory.
So much about medical misogyny these last couple of videos I didn't even think of.
Yeah. I don't think you learned anything.
Leaders of voice
See, the misogyny that never existed in my videos. Deadmaus drama was always against men in particular. Until now, we're trying to equalize the battlefield and make sure that women are also casualties of war. I am probably now 50-50, not in terms of Deadmaus men versus women videos, but in ratio of how many women I'm subscribed to.
recognition software is female. Siri never understands what I'm saying.
It's also sexist doing even training. Even training voices. Oh boy. How can I respond to that? You know who are programmers? You know that thing? Yeah, men make all the fucking equipment, all the man-made objects, my friends, are man-made. First, man invented and man made, and of course there's gonna be fucking discrepancy, and you're gonna cry about it. You're gonna be fucking outraged about it. See, I told you it was political. I told you. You might not have believed me, but now it's getting pretty fucking whiteness in here.
It's
Alright?
not just history. We have such a long way to
You will not change anything. Nothing will change. The only thing you can do is accept the changes and be a nicer person to everyone around you. Which study shows that studies don't fucking do that.
Long way to go, girl. Sure, there's equal.
Because while some people can lean on to studies and just brain rot themselves into submission, other people don't want to just believe what is being said at face value, because beliefs don't finish forming just by hearing some factoids. You can attach the factoids successfully, but where's the context? Where's the rest of the fucking logical thinking of, like, what does this even matter? Should I overreact? She does not know. She's just a lost little baby getting hit by book after book.
Representation. So
And even her father is absent. Man, he's just a square space. He's just a square space. That's her father, man. It's so sad. He's just square space. No! She's just waiting for a man in a square space to be her father.
That is sponsored by my daddy, Squarespace. My dad is an all-in-one website platform
Your dad abused you as a child.
that can actually deteriorate our brain.
Well, Bestie, you would think
Absolutely.
So brain rot probably existed because it was a tamed version of Skibbity. Alright? And then the cat showed up and shit. It takes a little bit of time for a word to form, and now it's actually a hip thing to create a new word like that. Can't wait to know what the next word is gonna be.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't it?
that excessive
Wait. Where's the sound? Back and forth
doom scrolling is explored.
But wasn't there a study that showed altered gray matter
Wasn't there in a study? I still remember that.
volume and color correlation?
I can't wait to be a part of the study of, like, wow, he has higher IQ than most scientists do. Please do that on me, alright? Oh, wait, IQ is an arbitrary body of science that means barely anything. It just tests some kind of logical thinking. It's kind of sad. So what are we going to test? How will I know how smart I am?
Isn't
According
Maybe based on how many rats I can
to
catch.
Dr. Rich, a coping mechanism
She should have made a 10-minute video about brain rot. Because she's part of the problem.
for people who have themselves with mindless scrolling.
so
It's not just mindless scrolling, it is consuming content without getting anything out of the content. And guess which category you belong to?
brain rot may
Does that apply to you?
in fact
Probably.
be a causation.
Remember when boobs prevented women to be saved with CPR method?
Exactly.
But even though we can't
Silicone radiation is very likely carcinogenic.
I do like the idea of radiation. I think it's more of a vibe. That phones is more of a vibe of the way you feel mentally throughout the day. It's like I'm kind of linking cancer to that, of like your fears, your worries, this cloud of thought that hangs around. And if you sit on your phone and you're fearful of your future, and like the cancer is gonna eat you up, basically. I think that's what radiation is. And this is how I become smarter, by following suspicions, right? By putting things together, putting puzzle pieces in my brain, and taking care of every single puzzle piece as much as possible. You know, appreciate and bring meaning to it. When this being shown to me, I die inside of like, wow, you eat paper. People, you don't even care.
Hello, Cancer.
I would celebrate. I would celebrate Cancer right now.
Let's hope
Cancer is way better than brain rot.
you don't have.
In the Ouija we trust,
Would have kept quiet.
In the
or in the Luigi.
Luigi. Hey, Luigi. Ha ha. I hope he gets internet in there.
We got confirmation that she was in Luigi We Trust. Yes, we all hate billionaires, but whatever. We still haven't proven, we haven't done the case study of how to eliminate billionaires, you know, how to pull them down. Is bullet the best way? Or is there something better we can do? Possibly, right? But while we're at it, we might as well Luigi for now.
Inevitable ending of relationships of all kinds.
Well, that sucks. I was hoping for a good relationship.
Therapy has helped me know
Another therapy session for brain rot. Yeah, the solution is just random. Throw phone into the sea. If I try to dominate, I probably would dive a little bit deeper. But just like I've said, when you're watching content, you have to thoroughly enjoy it. This is pain. I don't like this.
Carl, America's
Did studies make her do that or something? Of like, if you make random noise as your signature move, people tend to like you more because you added more brain rots to your content.
obsessed with making them
Percent of transgender Americans have avoided using public restrooms. Sexual orientation or gender identity.
That's stupid.
Totally stupid, Carl.
Well, the genital difference says it all. All right, that's where you belong, and that's what toilet you can use based on your body. Now, by being able to switch your gender appearance, maybe you do deserve a clown bathroom, like a bathroom for clowns only. I would agree on that. Now, it's going to be a rare fucking bathroom to find, but I agree. You need a fucking clown-only bathroom. So, what are we talking about exactly? Oh, leftist bullshit that I fucking hate right now.
Plus, analyze the sphere. Let's say you're a man who wants to dress up as a woman to attack.
Yeah, I don't think I want to analyze that particular scenario right now.
For women and go,
No, trans people are so mentally ill that no matter which bathroom they choose, they will harass everyone, and then they will explode, and there's gonna be blood everywhere. All right, I have to exaggerate, but like they literally the most annoying people you can fucking imagine, and I haven't even met them, and I don't want to. I just want to move on from this topic and don't feel so fucking lonely when I haven't had my first date yet.
oh no, I'm not. It has.
Start with mental illness first, all right? Of like, maybe this is just a trendy thing to switch genders to see how it feels like, and not an actually meaningful, productive thing to do, like to elevate someone's identity, gender identity. What? This is how you don't understand. If you're inside this bubble and you're still attached to ideas like that, you don't understand that this is not productive, and the population is gonna decrease because of that. Not Asian population, however. They don't believe in this shit. They don't talk about this shit. They're so far off from this shit. Like Russians don't do that. Here in Europe, at least in Eastern Europe, it don't matter. Like, not gonna encounter any of this shit either. So it's like, wow. You live in some kind of clown fucking fair. Just clown bubble, clown echo chamber of ideas. And now you're projecting problems onto those ideas already. Which happens to be first world problems, which happens to be something that Luigi doesn't like very much, doesn't it?
I got one
Your
negative.
boyfriend Luigi. Yeah, we found his girlfriend, guys. Congratulations. Again, Luigi is not exactly someone to worship. I hate billionaires, okay? So he did the right thing. But she should also go to jail
comment on my video and I cannot.
Bias.
for making shitty videos and becoming rich out of it. What is this? What happened here? Transgender person.
Here we go.
Our brains, we pay
Trans cat person. Oh, these trans cats.
more attention. Studies suggest it also affects our political ideology, and that conservatives have a stronger psychological response to negative and fear.
Cool.
Well, that's true. I mean, that's what happens on my channel. To some extent. Here's a case study, my friends, with a sample size of 1,500 videos. Positive, negative, mixed? I would say it's mixed, because I'm trying to, like, defend Sniper Wolf from these fuckers, right? It's a mixed. Positive, negative, mixed, negative, positive. I like this. Mixed, I guess? That's a positive. That's Disney, bro. Negative. It's mixed, bro. Negative. Negative. Okay. Mixed again. Positive. More negative, I guess? Negative. Negative. Mixed. Mixed. I'll say mixed. I'll probably say negative, but I don't know. You have to reveal it first. That's more negative. Negative. I definitely lean towards negative, okay? Negative, positive, because that's my achievement. I definitely lean, but I don't want to necessarily. And probably my channel is going to get out of this negative cycle of things. But that's just where I start. I start by first pulling people down from their thrones, and then I get to enjoy life and the positive aspects of life more. So here you go.
Politics or first impressions.
So yeah, I think people's politics is like, it's rich people versus poor people, mostly. It is people who see positivity and they can share goodwill with everyone versus greedy poor people who want to defend their territory and their beliefs, basically. It is what it is. I'm in that poor section right now, guys. I cannot affirm your gender studies.
Even feelings that they get
I can't affirm your gender studies when I haven't fucking had a girlfriend, bro, for longer than 2 days or something.
from gay. This can take a serious toll on our mental health. To ruminate, ruin our own relationship with loved ones,
And the cat spawns loved ones.
and make it difficult to become more positive.
She would actually be a pretty good YouTuber if the other side was actually a clueless person receiving all of these studies, basically. And you have to cram that information, you have to make it appealing to them, and see how they react, see what questions they ask, basically. Right? I would understand that that would be interesting, but this is like almost impossible type of content for her to make because she wants to be in control. You know.
Back to gratitude.
Wow, the cat does look
There
interesting.
we go. Those are the positive.
I mean, that's the quality she has. Like, she does not look ugly in an ugly environment. But that's, again, what ends up being the lefty environment. Just everything is overly clean. Well, the video itself is brain rot. I can't attach to it. I don't know how to get value out of it. There's like very complicated sentences being put together to create a short-term explanation for some random thing. You don't even know what the fuck you're clicking on, by the way.
One negative comment on my video and I cannot stop thinking about it.
I wish that would happen to any YouTuber I would talk about. Any YouTuber at all. That they would give a fuck. In fact, people take advantage of this give a fuck moment that I give. And there's a lot of negative comments flooding my comment section very often. I even have to mention in my video over and over again to not do that. To stop. Because it only results in a ban. I want to talk to people on a respectful level. Even if it's a shitty-ass rat YouTuber, we could still have a very good conversation if we both respected each other. It's a tough situation to achieve something like this, but that's what is called criticism. It's not that difficult to pull a conversation with that person, hopefully. If it fails, you move on. You move on either way. That's what it is, criticism, Jack's films. You need to know. We still haven't learned that, apparently, on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I remember reading about that from that famous Pulitzer Prize winning research from
Sorry, I just clicked the same video twice.
great work and personal have
Wait, that's a skit?
that boundary.
I'm dying.
I mean, we're all dying, bestie. The planet's average surface temperature has risen about 2 degrees Fahrenheit since the late 90s. Real gender gap.
Yeah, so the funny thing is, women be lazy is like, wow, so funny, and she has cat now. That is women humor for sure. I've seen it before. Women do be lazy. And not giving a fuck about other people.
You're being stalked? No, bestie, not stalking and
When I caught Pokemon ratting around with drama, well, someone else actually caught her. And I just used that footage. It was kind of culminating into her getting a boyfriend. You know, like, that's what happens to shitty females who are rats on a platform. I mean, sperm thirsty is how I would call it. Coming for... Maybe it's actually gonna happen. Maybe it's gonna be, like, sudden twist gender study of, like, wow, she has a boyfriend now. Please do. Alright? Please take all my insults, all that shit, just to smash yourself out of the market. Out of this, red ring of Mr. Beast. There's no chance you can actually be on the top anyways anymore. Worse even if other people agree. Not just me, but it is.
submit evidence just in case you. Oh my god, coping with humor is such a strong
She's coping not with humor, but with brain rot, if you haven't noticed.
defense mechanism for you.
And that's the other part of you you're talking
Listen, bestie, the thing.
The funny thing is, I don't know what the fuck this video is about. There's no study being mentioned right now. Stalking is ruining my life. Is this another skit? Oh, it's the F is.
Okay, your makeup looks. Now that you're back on tour, come on down. Links at AKANA.
Oh. Yeah, we can do that. That's why I thought she was, like, really active on Instagram, because she's a comedian. Guys, have you noticed the comedian part?
Weeping and you have to be like, oh, you're on mute. Is to restrict access to suicide method. That way I'll never listen to him, you know? It's like, oh, kill myself.
Seeing it from a snippet, she actually compiled information that she was using in YouTube videos, meaning that she's in fact a rat. She's trying to look cool during stand-up, cooler than she is as a YouTuber. She actually compiled every single joke from her videos into a stand-up. Like, the suicide thing is probably just a generic thing that she has going on. She mentioned the Hitler thing. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating. I'm not sure. We just saw the snippet. We just saw 3 jokes. The first one is, like, on mute. They were not that engaging at all. But it still feels like the vibe of, like, a compilation of her better work than whatever we get on YouTube. Which is really sad. It's just a flex, trying to be cool for everyone else who paid money to see or whatever. Like, it's just that's such a weird Disney thing. Let's call it that way. Movie star thing that she's trying to be in. She's definitely not that.
Twice the rate of men and face.
Are you sure about that? That's the problem. Self-silencing affects women more? Then what is this trend of men trying to shut up women all the time? What are you talking about?
They say 9-fold prevalence of. Study revealed that a molecule produced by the X chromosome in every female cell can generate antibodies.
Yeah, I would stay away from a person who says a sentence like that. I would just stay away.
Diseases today.
Oh, women have autoimmune diseases, yeah. Study says that, okay, logic says, because I don't speak in studies. Logic says that women are self-destructive to make sure that they get out of harm's way, unless the harm is actually targeting them directly. Then they tell other women through gossip and whatever it takes, hopefully not silencing themselves, because that would be deep depression and disconnection. What happened to the cat? Where's the cat?
80 virtues that our society rewards in women.
Extreme selflessness, suppression of anger.
They predispose us to chronic illness and disease.
Black women in particular must feel immense.
Man, this is left-hard brain rot on steroids. I want to dominate this. I want to do one up better of like say exactly what is going on in logical terms. But I'm just getting bombarded by all this fucking but women so sad, they're so much more likely to do this and that. Wah. And it's like, no, I'm not being sexist. I don't think this is entertaining. I think it's just propaganda. Basically, to prop up women as a whole. And it's like, wow, that's exactly why I hate all of them, basically. Jesus. With some exceptions. But those exceptions don't live in real life.
Immense pressure to self-silence.
We're 70.
Men are 20,000 times more likely to die in a war. Oh, wow! That is so sexist right now, isn't it? But why is that? Why can't we just equalize the death across the population? Why can't we just do like equality on every single section in the universe? Anytime equality is brought up, I'm shutting down the fucking video because it's just pure fucking glitch propaganda, bro. It's a brain rot. It's the greatest brain rot ever of like finding anything that's different between genders, misinterpreting as injustice and unfairness, and then running with it. It's like, that's the video. That's the video that I will post. That's it. There's no context, no opinion even placed on top of that. It's just, I talk to myself, that's the video about injustice. And then said, yeah, to assert my dominance. Please give me good news. Young Asians, let's go.
Devo News. Suicidal behavior has doubled for them in the last decade.
Oh my.
Pretty sure it doubled across the board because capitalism. Welcome to capitalism.
God, no wonder I got so popular.
No, Asians don't create trends. What the fuck are you talking about?
Sweet little baby angels into therapy.
But how?
Oh yeah, that's the solution for people who want suicide. Like, what the fuck? This is the greatest brain rot of all time. This is crazy. You can go off the rails into science and continue going off the rails for a long ass time. Bro, holy shit. You actually think Asians create trends of suicide, and to stop them, you need to offer them therapy? That's crazy, dude. Wow. We're just keep on stacking. This is just 30 seconds.
Asian Americans are the least likely services.
Oh wow, they discriminate against oh no, there's more problems now. At least I feel guided into like the resistance of like Asians would reject therapy. Correct? Who would have thought, right? Who was sitting on this fucking golden egg this whole time? Therapy is not a solution for depression and mental illness. Therapy is a solution only for those fucking idiot rich people who have money to spend on services and they think that services is the solution. For them, maybe, they will feel treated. Like, of course therapy's not, like, especially if you have to pay money for it. Especially if you have to seek help. Most people just want to be cared for. Most people just want to have a relationship that, you know, lifts them up a little bit. But right now in capitalism, all that is gone. Everyone is private person. Everyone hates each other. I've already dug up the underlying issue that's going on across the world. And we're just still fucking going misconception railroad. Just doing mumbo jumbo in this channel instead.
60% less.
Let me guess, it's our parents' fault.
It's our parents' fault.
Yeah, let's blame the nearest person now. So we derailed twice. Let's stack of like, who's preventing them from going to therapy? It's the parents' fault. Wow, that's cool. That's just keep on going, bro. Keep on going.
There were several study API
Oh yes, yeah. Why? Yeah, why?
parenting.
This is why I'm not happy.
Ah, here you go, parent. It's true. Fine, it's true to some extent. Now, parenting could create a solution that is therapy, which is weird, but it's a learned habit, basically. Right? It's an outsourcing your parenting to someone else. That would be therapy. If someone else cared, yeah, sure. But man, the way this is going off the rails, I mean, I'm enjoying the ending of this.
Children.
But like Indiana University psychology scholars discovered that school problems are twice likely to be a contributing factor compared to
School problems, you say? Is it because Asians have a culture surrounding by school surrounding culture, something like that? That's just K-pop. Like half of the time you see them in schoolgirl uniforms. Sure. Twice. So you found nothing. You found nothing because the culture of Asians is to amplify the school way more than it's supposed to. So of course people are gonna do suicide because of school, because that reason just happens to lay all over the place. You know, which reason are you gonna pick it up? That big one. Okay. Wow. So we're literally absolutely learning nothing if not brain rot. That's what's going on here.
pressure that comes from the expectation of success, you know?
No, that's still school.
Like the mental illnesses are dismissed or seen as not real. So seeking any kind of help is just seen as like a character flaw.
How can you knit
Maybe they're more correct than you are.
mental health resources?
Like with comedic YouTube videos.
Comedic is a stretch, but
Yes, this is sludge brain rot videos made by one woman, and that is you know, H3H3 is not a one man, but he's a one man army for sure. Most YouTubers are self-isolating losers, and eventually they get into a really tricky situation. All I want for this ending is, does she find a solution? No, she's just yapping of like, wow, we have to drag them into therapy anyways. Because the fuck, that's the solution. So we don't know what puts together the feelings for suicide. We don't know, and we don't know how to pop it without service to those people. It's weird. One of the best things to do is, again, work self-improvement, like, Jesus Christ. Not worry about anything else, but survive, improve, and keep moving, because every single day gives a new opportunity to do something new. Mental health is also going to improve when you open up possibilities, opportunities, and you don't box yourself into, I have to achieve this or I have to die. These people need liberation, not therapy. They need actually good ideas coming from YouTube videos, not this bullshit. That is like, oh my god, I'm so concerned about these Asian people right now. Moving on. I'm so concerned about women and trans women. Oh my god. That's it. That's all I hear all the time. Oh, I'm so concerned about this thing. Wah.
and encourage people to go to therapy.
Yeah, I mean, that's really all we...
Therapy NPC exists. I think these are also haters of telling you you need help, you need therapy. These are fucking insane people that I hate so much. That they use this as like a way to treat others like shit. Therapy does not have a good meaning behind it. And I've already tried to debunk it one time. I can do it again. To think that this is the only solution and she's just sitting on it and is just like so depressed about it of like, wow, we just have to force it onto people. It's like so fucking insane, dude. Maybe you need therapy to not be concerned about all this stupid shit that is not actually concerning. It's not concerning because it's not happening in your social bubble. You know? Increase your social bubble and have real problems to solve. Instead of, wow, look at all these Asians dying all the way over there. And you can't even talk to them or do anything about it. And you're not even reaching out to them. Right? Instead of the stupid sponsor segment, how about you talk to these people? Right? How about you let their stories flourish and maybe they can themselves figure out what is causing the depression into suicide nonsense, right? They just need to be heard. They just need to be able to express their struggles. That's it. And compare notes of like, maybe they shouldn't be feeling that way. They should open up their eyes to the rest of the world because the rest of the world has different cultures. But this culture of just do therapy, dude, that is bullying. All right? That is not the solution. And that just exposes yet another rat. Science lab rat.
We can
Fucking
do, right?
science lab rat, propagandist, leftist. But let's stick with the science lab rat. I think you can handle that shit. And drop the rest of that. All right? Equality, gender studies, and all that fucking nonsense.
It's your parents' fault. Yeah, several studies have said.
Yeah. Now, it is fine to blame parents, right? And fight your parents. Treat parents as equal. Of like, they shouldn't be doing stupid shit either. But the way this is worded, it's lacking integrity.
You're not the problem. It's your business.
Guys, as the study shows that a parent is the problem, and it's like, it's not your fault. You know, shouldn't feel bad, guy.
They don't have to have all this.
Wow, but your dad is Squarespace.
I'm in.
Yeah, now get mad at your parents. I mean, that's one way to actually, yeah, that does help. If you get mad at your parents, if, again, you realize that you're an individual who doesn't have to follow the parent's blueprint, basically, because you can fail it and feel miserable about it. Fight back. In self-improvement matrix, a failure means that you are legitimately higher level, and you should not be aiming for the NPC behavior bullshit. The moment you get rejected by women, in workplaces, whatever, your ego should grow to a new height. You should aim to be more of a celebrity person. And that continues. Any rejection and pain keeps growing the need for you to live a fulfilling life, which has been barred away for you in particular for some reason. You cannot feel satisfied and feel good about yourself, but the rest of your life should have the capacity to give you that satisfaction. You're going to die anyways and leave all the things that you have behind. What is the problem? Right? The world is the problem. The world should be blamed, and obviously the nearest person you can blame, you can start the blame journey is the parents. You have to conquer your higher ego by recognizing that, well, people around you are not that big, are not that immune to damage. You can take a stance and you can assert dominance and make sure that you get what you want. Am I right? Lab rats. What do I get for Christmas? I love it. I love that she's actually a lab rat. That's so cool. See you guys next time.